Good evening, everyone. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable knowledge seekers, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Oritra Wasak and I am from Bangladesh. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In last 3 years, we already served 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus professions and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professionals IGP is the training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professionals qualifications. The Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We are serve students and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it is not effective to increase one skill day just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consulting to generate profession generation all over the world. We distribute our service locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners, though respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product. It's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminars, courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we also trying to serve more than 100 premium service for free, like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and world knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning games, website free courses, convert sites, and many, many more. We help to empower youth to learn to meet their expectations and dreams and becomes highly skilled people. We implement several training programs, webinars, and offline online courses for youth and learners by professionals, trainers, speakers, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent and in-depth instruction, we arranged with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors. We extended free service to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 3 years. We have affiliations with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual mouse signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love, light, and vision. We are trying to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners. We represent more diversity, growth, and innovation and required to lead a session and professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGB members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and values. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1286 webinars successfully. Wow. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1286 webinars successfully. Wow. At present, we are going to start our 100,087 program. Name is Working Women's Guild, and our today's speaker name is Ma'am Dr. Daphne Soras. Before I hand over the stage to Ma'am, want to share a little bit about our speaker. She is the founder and CEO of Carusial Moms, business and leadership coaching, business leadership NLP and timeline therapy coach. She also ranked #7 among the top business coaches by the New York Journal and top 10 female coaches by Yahoo Finance. He is an he is an Guinness World Recorder, Guinness World Records Awards wins, best-selling author. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, how are you?
Ma'am, I'm good. What about you, ma'am?
I'm very well. Thank you.
Ma'am, on behalf of IGP Knowledge Seekers, want to hear from you about you, ma'am.
Sure. I'll start my presentation. So let's move on. Yeah, lovely.
Eh,
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friends, from wherever you are tuning in from. So I'm really excited to be here and sharing with you my knowledge. Before I start, I would like to give a further little introduction about myself so you get to know me and understand me, and we can move forward with this because everything is about relationships, knowing one another, and connections. I'm the founder and CEO of Carousel Moms Business and Leadership Coaching. I'm a business and leadership coach, counselor, and NLP master practitioner. I'm an international speaker and mentor. I have been ranked among the top 20 entrepreneurs for 2023. I was declared in 2022 as number 7 among the top 30 business coaches by the NYC Journal. Times of London featured me because I bagged the Asia's Outstanding Women Leadership and Mentoring Coach Award. In 2021, I was honored to be ranked among the top 10 female coaches by Yahoo Finance. I've received two Fakhre Pakistan awards, which is the Pride of Performance of Pakistan. And as mentioned earlier, I'm the founder and CEO of Carousel Moms Business and Leadership Coaching. So let's dive into our most, interesting topic, eager that everybody wants to hear about it, right? Women's guilt, the working woman. So let's see what I have to show with you because women working feel higher levels of guilt. And why do they feel it? It is because internalized gender stereotypes compared them to men, as revealed by a latest study. Gender differences. Gender differences in work family based decisions often develop or magnified when it comes to men and women becoming parents. For example, after having a baby, mothers often decrease their paid working hours and increase the time they spend and give more time to their children and family, while men and fathers, on the other hand, hardly make a change in their time allocation or even tend to increase their working hours. They work longer hours, expecting a promotion, so a higher salary and better to maintain the family. But women are always reducing their time because more responsibilities have come upon them. Stereotypical genders. Although the gender landscape has changed over some decades, that is, women today are well represented in educational institutes and the workplace, as noted by the European Commission in 2021. Women and mothers still perform most of the child care and household tasks at home, while men and fathers in the home work more outside the home and earn most of the household income. Although today it is considered acceptable that women and mothers earn some of the family income and fathers and men of the family contribute to the household expenses, it is still kept that a man has to look after the finances, but then the expenses. So now they're because the expenses are increasing, so they allow the woman to work, but again, a lot is expected from her. So you can imagine that things are added to what she has to do. And when I refer to men and fathers, it's because we have our sons, our brothers, our fathers themselves. All men in the family are including in what I'm sharing, and also women. It comes to our sisters, our daughters, our mothers. So all women are highlighted where they are facing this major issue. Yes, let's move. Sorry for going back. What is guilt? It's important for us to understand this word so that we can move forward. Recent studies aim to examine whether implicit gender stereotypes predict parental guilt when parents prioritize their work over their family. The British Psychological Society stated on the 13th of September 2022, that is just 6 months ago, in two studies that were done. In the first study, they saw that the situation was used to test whether the relationship between gender and work, family guilt was moderated by parents' implicit gender stereotypes. It was expected that the stronger the implicit gender stereotypes of women and mothers, that is, the more mothers implicitly associate women with the family domain and men with the work domain, the more work family guilt they would report. By contrast, for men and fathers, it was expected that the stronger their implicit gender stereotypes, the less work family guilt they would report. In the second study, what do we see? We see that a daily diary was used to design a test where the day to day fluctuations in women and mothers' working hours predicted their experience of work, family guilt, and how this depended upon the implicit gender stereotypes. We expected that the stronger mother's implicit gender stereotypes, the more they would experience working long hours as a conflict and would feel guilt about this. In both studies, implicit gender stereotypes are measured with the Gender Career Implicit Association Test, which is considered a valid way to assess these associations. So, as I share we are more diving into the guilt aspect. Guilt is a self evaluation, moral emotions that individuals experience when they condemn their own actions. Guilt comes when you condemn your own actions as a result of gender stereotype that prescribe men and fathers to prioritize breadwinning and women mothers to prioritize caregiving. Women and mothers might be more prone to avoid situations in which they would need to prioritize their work over their family than men. Consequently, women and mothers may be more prone than fathers and men to feel guilty when their work interferes with the family. And this is sad because if the woman is expected to contribute to the expenses because of the things, rising expenses, as bills are going higher, school fees, food, everything is becoming more challenging. I think that when more burden is put on her, it should be equally. Why should it be just one way where the woman is victimized to spread to bring money into the house, yet she is guilt tripped about it? No doubt, as I said earlier, it's what you feel about yourself, but it is also our community, our society, our in laws, our family who adds up to this guilt for us women that she's responsible for the home and she has to do it even at the cost of her life, depriving herself of food and of meals, which is not right when men don't have to cut off anything or start contributing to the house equally. Judgments made by society and in laws is she is a terrible woman, she is irresponsible. The most common myth about working women and moms is also the most insidious. Society believes that a woman with a job does so at the cost of good motherhood and concern for the family. Why should she be anywhere else if her child is at home and needs her? How can she be away from her child for so long? Is she escaping her duties? Working mothers are often guilt tripped over these and more such ideas. A woman knows her duty, she knows she cares, she definitely cannot. She's carried the child for 9 months in her womb. How did the baby get born alive? Because she cared, she loved, she knew what she has to do and eat well, sleep well, take care of herself, exercise during those 9 months. So you can imagine the bond that in secret was happening, that when she gives birth, how much more she cares for that newborn baby and her responsibilities. But the world will keep telling her that she's bad because that stereotype, that fixed mindset that no, she must take care of the home and why is she going to work? But then when the expenses can't be met, there are great expectations from her. And what's more, I see that majority of women are educated and have good work experience before marriage. But there has to be a win-win both ways, that both have to learn to contribute and see how the family can improve. And if the children have grown up As I said, I including women, not only mothers, because if the girls are older, then yes, they, why guilt trip them for that, they, oh, they should help the mother in the cooking and taking care of the home. Why can't she also go out and make her life? And the same goes with your sons and your brothers, that they need to learn to also contribute to the home if they expect a woman to contribute in their area of responsibility. Is taking care of the home and raising children only a mother's and the woman's responsibility? If the man and the father are out for work, why can't she also go out? Are the kids not born of the father and the mother? A parent that knows how to manage time between work and home doesn't need unsolicited advice. They know what's best for the child and don't need to hear it from anyone else. Working women and moms need to believe in themselves. You cannot stop the public, the people from speaking and saying things. You wonderful women need to believe in yourself first, because everything starts from within. So believe that you are true to your responsibilities, to your duties. You are capable, you are worthy, you are loved. And yes, you put your family above all else. Then we also hear the statement, how can she put work before family? Well, you expect her to work. And let me also broaden your mind to something else, that work doesn't mean only where it's a paid job that she's going out of the house. Even the work in the home, she is working unpaid. So isn't she not putting the work there to help the family, not before the family, but to assist the family? So you need to little bit broaden your mind and think wise, that if she does not work even in the home or anything, how are your children being raised? How is the family meals provided, the house clean taken care of, because you are not always there in the home. A man is hailed for putting work above all else. In fact, he may be given a double promotion for it if he dives in deep enough. A woman is demonized for the same. A man is lauded as a family man for the bare minimum of sparing some time for his family after work. A woman doing as much and more is reprimanded for not being a good enough mother or sister or daughter. She is expected to attend to the family and invest herself in home life 24/7. There is no off days, there is no weekends, there is nothing known as morning or night. Yet it is that the male have to sleep at night, they are tired, they come home from work, they need to eat their food, they need to watch the television and everything. You need to remember that she is also a human being like you. This is often insinuated in media interviews when women celebrities are asked how they manage work and parenthood together, while the men get a free pass on the inherent genders of this line of questioning. Does committing yourself to your work mean you are neglecting all else? Ask yourself. Be true to yourself in your answers of this. And there, my dear women, you will have it all. She is trying to prove she is equal to the man or superior. Now, this is where ego hits the male gender, and why is it happening? The saying is, behind every successful man is a woman. So, isn't this statement enough to tell you that she is there to support you, to to help the family improve, the children to study, the home to be a home, not a house? So, from where do you get these ideas that she is trying to be equal to you and superior? You need to get out of your head, my dear men and really work with your heart also of understanding how she does everything for the home. Working women, mothers or not, are not going to office and busting their backs over long hours of work only to justify they are equal players in the world today. This is the status they already deserve without having a validate feminine badge. Why is it difficult to accept that women are working for the same reason as you men say you are? You are working for the family to give your children a better education, to have a better home, a better vehicle, a better lifestyle. So she is doing the same because she is trying her very best to support you. So do not feel, you know, inferior or anything because she's really working sincerely. If she did not care about you or did not love you, she would have left you by now. The very thing that she's still with you proves that, yes, she cares for you, the family, the kids, and for every other family member in the home. So never feel that way, my awesome rock star men. My dear women, are internal fears causing you guilt? You need to look into this. Leave alone what society and the family, extended family, the in laws, the community says. But you need to work on your own growth mindset, understand things have changed, situations have changed. What happened 50 years ago is not the same lifestyle we are living in. Things have changed, as all of you are well aware of this. So, is guilt getting the better of you? I know guilt isn't simple. It's not just that you feel guilty working, because as I said, working, you're even working in the home when you're doing things. So, what guilt are you and why are you differentiating between the paid job outdoors and indoors? Yes, you bring money, and again, you're supporting your partner, your family, and everyone. So, yeah, your guilt could rise from few points to think about and brainstorm for yourself. The fear that your children begin loving your nanny more than you, while simultaneously feeling you should be happy that you obviously found the right person. So why are you in two mind? Why do you feel bad that they would love the person? You should be grateful that you've got somebody that you can trust who really loves your kids and will take care of your home. So you a little bit of a mind game out here. Number two, regularly coming home too late to cook a decent meal, which means takeout and frozen dinners most of the time. You're doing your best. So if you're working late, which you cannot, if it cannot be helped, and the job you've chosen, well, that's the choice and that's the best you are giving and you can give to your family. Number three, comparing yourself that you are the only mom who didn't make it to the sports day of your child, which was scheduled at 9 a.m. in the morning, the same time you had a scheduled board meeting in the office and you confirmed your attendance months ahead. Rather, be proud of all you have accomplished in your career and not allowing to let go any of your successes. Having a difficult time focusing at work due to lack of sleep and feeling exhausted. I know how it is. I'm a woman myself, so I know how difficult it is that sometimes I have to sacrifice my sleep. Like I know I've sacrificed a lot to come on this presentation, to do things, to be there for the family, the kids, the home. It is challenging, but at the same time, appreciate yourself rather than going into that guilty, oh my god, I didn't get to sleep, I did not get to do this, I look terrible. No, you look beautiful, you are gorgeous, you are the best woman on earth. There is no one better than you. Leaving work early to attend your daughter's dance performance, the relief that you feel away from your sick child or screaming baby. So, what is it? What's causing the guilt? Are you finding your child is colic, crying all the time, so you find is a good relief? And that you left work early to attend. So you have to, be clear on your why you are doing what you are doing. And once you're honest and transparent with yourself, guilt will melt away like melted chocolate or water on a duck's back. It'll just fall off. Accepting and appreciating yourself. There's no such thing as right or perfect. You are a human being, and no human being is perfect. You are going to mess up and make mistakes at times, and that is okay. Even I make mistakes. So, even as old as I am, with experience, whether in my profession, whether in my family, personal life, I make mistakes. I've accepted that I am human. We all learn that way. All you can do is to do your best, which means accepting that you are human and you will make mistakes. Failure is another way of saying that try another method, use another approach. Food gets burnt, use another recipe, a different timer, a different stove. You are finding it that commuting is taking too long after dropping the kids, you can't reach work on time. Need to consider how can you move this out. So when things are going wrong, look at it positively and learn from things that are going wrong. So it is time you treat, love, and appreciate yourself as you do to your children, your siblings, your parents, your husband, and every family member. You don't expect your kids to never fall down, make mistakes, or fail at any time. It's part of learning and growth. It doesn't miraculously stop just because you are an adult or have become a parent. You have feelings and emotions too. You need to attend to your feelings and your emotions. The problem with us is that we brush it under the carpet. We are feeling angry, we are feeling hurt, we are upset. No, attend to it. Why am I feeling angry about this? What went wrong? What triggered me to feel hurt, to feel like crying, feeling like, I'm useless, I'm good for nothing? Attend to it and see how you can bandage and help heal those wounds that are caused by maybe past traumas, things inherited because you were told always as a child that you are a girl, you must be seen and not heard, you must always take care of your siblings, you need to clean the house, you need to cook, you need to do all this. So sometimes things affect us what we have been told. So you need to move out and think broadly of it, because whatever was told to you, I wouldn't say it is wrong, because in those times when you were being raised were different and your parents come from a different generation. They did what was best and did it to the best of their abilities. So don't let this get to you. You can only give from what you have. If you have love, you can give love. If you care for yourself and are relaxed and calm, you will be in a better position to care for others and stay calm in any given situation. You cannot pour from an empty glass. If a glass is full, you can pour from it. So fill your cup, my dear women, with love, compassion, self care, and really love yourself. Because the more you love yourself, the more you have your me time, your relaxation, and you are calm, you will be able to give that to your family, be it your partner, your husband, your children, or your parents, in laws, anyone. Okay, so remember this, fill your cup so that you can give abundantly. And this is where you need to balance between making sure that you, in self love, you do not neglect your sleep, your little pampering of yourself, putting some cream, some lotion, doing a manicure, a pedicure, a spa, going to the pool, going for a walk, fresh air. Do it, because I tell you that if you do not take care of yourself, you will expire. So before you expire through burnout, inspire yourself and pump up those levels so that you can give in abundance to all around you, even in your workplace. You will be a dynamite full of life energy because love begins with you. You are love. You are beauty. You are creation. That's why the good Lord chose you to bring forth life into this world and let creation continue. So, what a beautiful role we women have, that life begins with us. You can have success as a woman and as a mother. Your core values are what give you meaning and purpose in life. They're also a big determinant to how you feel. When you align your life around your values, you'll feel satisfied and content, which is very, very important. And when you feel you don't, you'll feel as if something is wrong with you and your life. Not only that, but your core values are your guide to putting together your roadmap to success on your terms. They're your internal compass for how you view success, what your priorities are, and how to achieve what you want out of life. Only you understand your core values, and you only know your core values. No one else knows your core values or understands them. You can start measuring your current work at home and in the workplace levels to identify how to help improve and make it better for yourself. Benefits of working. There are pros and cons to working full time as a mom, as a woman, at home and outside. So we dive deeper. What are the benefits? You are always working, my rock star women. You are working, and I salute you. I wow you for all that you are doing to help make this world and your family a better place. There are also pros and cons to staying at home with your kids and working part time. Unfortunately, you've been focusing on all the negatives of working. It's time to educate yourself and start focusing on the positives for a change. I repeat, it is time to educate yourself and start focusing on the positives for a change. If you're ready to change, I want to hear it in the chat. Type it, women, saying, yes, I'm ready for change. I want to make it happen. I want you to blow up the chat with your comments, women, because I want to hear you. Because I am voicing you, I am opening your heart and your mind, and also helping your wonderful partners and men in your home to understand you better. And I'm sure they now understand things better about you working. Kids benefit from having a working mother. This is what Harvard research study has shown. Harvard research study says women who grow up with working mothers are more likely to earn higher wages and hold higher positions within their field than those that don't. Men who grow up with working mothers spend more time caring for their kids and doing chores around the house than the men who had stay home moms. Moreover, your kids will have more opportunities to be independent. They will learn from their caregivers and will learn that they don't have to put their dreams or ambitions off either. They will learn that life is worth living, life is beautiful, and that they are important, they matter. That is important that we impart it to our kids, that they are important, they matter, life is beautiful, and they can have ambitions and dreams that don't need to be put off. You'll be teaching them valuable lessons because you work. Start focusing on the benefits instead of only the negatives. How beautiful is that? I really love this research of Harvard University because I personally experienced it, how beautifully it can impact myself and those entrusted to my care and those around me. Self care. This one is difficult for many of my clients when I have them coming to me. As I mentioned, I am a business and a leadership coach for moms, although I do attend to women also. But yes, this is my focus because I always tell them that self care is important. Otherwise, you will burn out. Inspire before you expire. They seem to think that they don't have the time to take care of themselves. The thing is, you've got to make time. And yes, I believe you can make the time if you put this in as your priority, put it in your calendar. All mobiles nowadays have calendars in it, or if you want to maintain a diary as the old system, no problem. Put it in your calendar and tick it off as much as you can. It's time that you allow yourself to admit that you are a better mother, wife, worker, sister, and daughter, an all round person if you are well. And that's all that self care is. It's about doing what's necessary to be physically, mentally, and spiritually well. So attend to your physical needs, your mental needs, and your spiritual needs, and also your social needs. You need to connect with people. You need to get out of the home. Besides just working, contacting, colleagues or any of your staff, your team, and in the home, your children, your relatives, and your family and your spouse, you need to also connect with like-minded people to have some fun out. There are many women's group. If you look in your area, search for a women's friendly group and join it. Nobody's asking you to go every day, even once a week for maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour. Do it because I tell you, this is all life giving. And you make use of your own talents because you can give your talents and share your knowledge with other women, and you can be empowered by their knowledge and their wisdom. So how beautiful is that? Just as right now I am fixing your crowns, I am empowering you as a woman. So we women need to empower and support each other to the best of our ability. Let your values help guide you. Now, the question becomes, how do you figure out which trade offs you're comfortable with? It's actually simpler than you think. Understand and define your core values so that you can use them as a guide when making decisions. Your core values motivate and drive you forward. They are what make you uniquely yourself. So, core values are very important. When you understand your values and align it with your life, with them, life is easier, life is simpler, and life is beautiful. The right decisions become more apparent, and so you stop agonizing over and second guessing them. Once you understand your values, the right trade offs will become obvious. It will become as you naturally keep on breathing. So make your values a part of your life, because then it will be as normal as your breathing in and out. So it would really help you. You don't have to keep visiting and working on these things. Boundaries. This is something, ladies. Open your ears and open your eyes and look at what I have written there. Boundaries. You have given everyone the permission to break the boundaries, to step on your feet, to push you, to shove you, to pull you. No, you need to set boundaries and make sure they are healthy. Boundaries in your life are necessary, and that includes at work and even at home, especially if you want to be successful. Time isn't endless, and you need to ensure you have enough time to get work priorities done for physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual renewal, and for family and personal priorities. When it's sometimes people allow the office people to call any time of the day to do stuff. No, make a boundary that this is once I've got left work, except yes, if it's a matter of life and death and something very serious. Sorry, that's a different thing, that somebody calls you from the office. But otherwise, you need to create that boundary that when I'm at home, you need to close off your work stuff. Rather, maybe have two devices if you can. And nowadays, mobiles come with two SIM slots. So you don't need two mobiles. You can even save money by having one mobile and two SIMs. So one number is for work, one number is for your personal. So do not mix your personal and your professional life. Make sure that you switch it off when you're home, so that only really your very senior boss, who's you should have a one two people for a really dire emergency. The same way the family should also know that they should not be just all the time calling you, disturbing you, as you know, when kids are having arguments and mommy this happened, daddy this happened, mommy, 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 mommy. Hardly they do the daddy's part. It's always because daddy will tell them, stop calling me, speak to your mother, do not disturb me at work. And we bear with the children. You need to help your children to be independent, to grow into beautiful young adults, and help them. So create that boundary, that space. When you are tired, you need to call for a timeout. When you reach home, take few minutes to just take a break and to relax, wash your face, drink some water, do some breath exercises. I strongly invite you to do this, because then you will be ready to make the switch from the work mind to the home. And I would think it would be even wise to make a call when you're on the way home, so you can switch off totally. By the time you reach home, you're already in the home mood to play with your children, with your siblings, talk to your parents, watch a movie, go shopping, go, and put the tension of the office away. And same way, when you're in the office, put away the tensions of the home away. So it's very, very important. So, too many professionals are afraid to create strong boundaries at work, but that's often because they don't understand the proper role of boundaries. Boundaries are not only between the workplace, it is also within the family. Like I said, it is okay to say, I need a time out, I need to rest for 10 minutes, I'm feeling burnt out, rather than just going on and going on and going on of giving, 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 because you will burn yourself out. And then what do you want to do? You want anti aging tablets? You want anti-aging lotions and creams, and then you're going to the doctors for how to have a recovery. Then you're going to the psychologist, the psychiatrist. They are giving you drugs also. Like, what the heck are you doing with your life? So create that boundaries that you need a break also to maybe watch the TV. It is not selfish and mean to maybe go for a haircut, go for your manicure, pedicure, a facial, a spa. Do it. Even if you do want to save some money, want to do it at home, do it. But that's your me time when you should not be doing anything else. You just listen maybe to music and you put some nice lotions, creams, stuff like that. So just do it, my women, and this should be done. The me time should be done every day. You need to have a time out. You need for something. Boundaries are for the purpose of ensuring you have time and space for your priorities, both at work and in your personal life. They'll make you more likely to succeed. So through this, you will succeed more, that you will be able to give more attention to your home when you are at home, and you will be able to perform well when you are at work. A high stress lifestyle leads to a host of bad habits and behaviors, such as sleeping too late and waking often, regularly skipping meals, unhealthy coping behaviors such as using alcohol, food, and drugs, and putting self care last, which usually means it's rare. All of this has a huge ripple effect on your physical, mental, spiritual, and social health. One of the silent causes for not feeling balanced in life is trying to do and have it all. You cannot have it all. I've found that this is particularly strong in us women. Unfortunately, it is not possible. When you try to live this way, you end up feeling out of control, chronically stressed and overwhelmed, and without much energy in the morning and drained at the end of the day. Go long enough and you'll end up in the unfulfilled category too. So thanks, my friends, for hearing. We move on. I will share with you my QR code on my website. There are also two awesome free gifts on my website for you to grab, as we just in the mid of the third month, that is March of 2023. So grab the gifts, and yes, there's much more for you to explore. That's my LinkedIn. I'm by Daphne Suarez on LinkedIn, and my email address if you would like to reach out, get more clarity, and if you're feeling stuck. Sometimes it can happen that you are feeling stuck or overwhelmed, not knowing how and what to do. Reach out. I'm happy to hold your hand and help you, walk along and make that breakthrough for yourself. Because when you are at your best, my dear ladies, your family will be on top of the world. On Facebook, I'm by Carousel Moms, and also on Instagram. That's my business name, Carousel. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me. And yes, thank you so
Thank you.
much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seekers can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seekers. Thank you, ma'am. Once again, thank you so much, dear ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Online webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After
Sure.
a short video, we'll be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part.
Lovely.
Dear IGB knowledge seekers, ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. After question answer, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, after short video, we'll come back. Welcome back, ma'am.
Thank you.
Dear IGB knowledge seekers, question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification process and quiz competition. Dear IGB knowledge seekers, ask your question in the comment box. Our speaker is waiting for your question.
I think our participants were very good, so they were paying clear attention to everything, so they don't have anything to ask further.
Yes, ma'am. We'll wait 5 minutes, then
Yeah, yeah, sure, of course. Because it's better to clear doubts if they have anything or something's on their mind, you know. I always believe in that.
I hope you covered full topics properly. That's why here is no question mark. IHP knowledge seekers, please ask your question in the comment box. Our speaker is waiting for your question.
Gorgeous women, this is your moment to make that breakthrough, because if you don't ask questions, you're going to be in that shell with that limiting belief that, no, I'm a woman, I need to be suppressed, I need to just, that guilt, you're never going to make the breakthrough. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for your daughters, your mothers, your sisters, your aunts, the beautiful woman in your life. Just do it for them, because you can empower so much. Women are globally suffering. It's not only in certain countries but worldwide. And you can see there are very talented and wonderful men, just like my host. He heard all this, but you can see still he's smiling and he's still on the call. He doesn't want to leave me. So we do have wonderful men that are there to support us. So yeah, since we've got their support, why don't we take the support, like gorgeous women? Just do it. Just type it in the comments, and I'm happy to answer you.
Ma'am, here is no question.
There's no question, because still they are debating whether they should have the breakthrough or not. So yeah, if they don't have any questions, they can still reach out. I could check out on the chat. The benefit of any person asking the question is that the audience, those who are shy, can also learn from it. Okay, so it's not only one sided of a personal question, but yeah, give them time to digest it. I think, brother, you need to give them the time to breathe what I've said. So yeah, we give them digesting time. Maybe the quiz would help them better. If you would like to move on to the quiz.
IGB knowledge seekers, ask your question, please. Okay, ma'am, let's go.
Yes, please move ahead.
Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with the new topics, ma'am. It will add some values to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable Ma'am, hope to you see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
You too. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. Honorable ma'am, before we move to the next 12 certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, ma'am.
Sure. Thank you, Evelyn, and all the. I've seen a number of names. I'm only just taking one because that was the last comment that came in. Thank you so much. Reach out if I can assist you, women. Let's make it happen for our success, and all the best for your future events. Thank you, and God bless.
Most welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
IGB knowledge seekers, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Thank you. IGB knowledge seekers today are some technical problems you cannot share ours. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Today our some technical problems you cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGB knowledge seekers, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition globally, please follow my instruction carefully. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. First of all, you have to go to slido.com and find today's quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. And the quiz code is global IGP, and the quiz code is global IGP. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. Thank you. Stay with us and enjoy quiz session. Dear IGB knowledge seekers, please join me Slido with code, and the code is global IGP. Dear IGB knowledge seekers, join in Slido with code, and the code is global IGP. Already 22 people joined with us for this session. Please join in Slido with code, and the code is global IGP. Dear IGB knowledge seekers, it's easy to join the quiz part. So mention your 5 friends to join the quiz competition. IGB knowledge seekers, mention your 5 friends to join the quiz competition. Mention your friend to join the quiz competition. The quiz code is global IGP. শুরু করে দিচ্ছি 22 জন নিয়ে 22 জন নিয়ে শুরু করে দিচ্ছি হ্যাঁ আপা 22 জন নিয়ে শুরু করে দিচ্ছি Let's start for quiz session. Our first question is leader of the women's suffrage movement of the 19th. First option is Josephine St. Albany, and second option is Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony is the right answer, and 32% people are right. Moving to the next question, and our second question is the international women's movement has been most successful in. First option is getting women around the world to unite on the same issue, and second option is getting recognition of women's rights and human rights. Answer this question, please, as early as possible. getting recognition of women's rights as human rights is the right answer, and 86% people are right. Our third question is which amendment or is a women's suffrage amendment? First option is 17 and second option is 19. First option is 17 and second option is 19. 19 is the right answer and 23% people are right. Moving to the next question, and our fourth long question is the international women's movement has been most successful in. First option is getting women around the world to untie on the same issues, and second option is getting recognition of women rights as human rights. আপনি একটা প্রশ্ন দিতে পারবেন বুঝছেন? Getting recognition of human rights and as human rights is the right answer. 91% people are right. Move to the next question. Our second question is which of the following is true about women's suffrage? First option is no state had women's suffrage period to the 19th Amendment, and second option is only state west of the Massys River and suffrage pre 19. Only state west of the Massys rivers had suffrage pre 109 is the right answer, and 1900 is the right answer, and 27% people are right. Moving to the next question, our sixth long question is who believed the 19th Amendment was in, in, insufficient at keeping women's rights? First option is Alice Paul, and second option is Gary Cart. Alice Paul is the right answer, and 59% people are right. Moving to the next question, our seventh long question is on March 8th, International Women's Day, women shouted what in their match? First option is right for women, and second option is peace and bird. First option is right for moment, and second option is peace and bird. Peace and weird is the right answer, and 0% people are right. And no one people are right. Moving to the next question, and our eighth long question is what's, what's a published? First option is a member of a party like communist, and second option is the one who advertised the book. Our ninth long question is what a ritual what a ritual. First option is things that people in associate do, and second option is no connection between the action and prescribed outcome. No connection between the action and prescribed outcome is the right answer, and 42% people are right. Moving to the next question, and our final question in this session is this group was formed to advocate for women's right in the early 90s. Option was is option our first one option is League of Women Voters, and second option is League of Voters. First option is the right answer. 96% people are right. Congratulations, top 10 winners. Congratulations to our winners for winners online quiz competition winners top 10. Congratulations. Again, slide will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. And after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificates on our official Facebook page and groups. Institute of Global Professionals. Congratulations to our webinars online quiz competition winners top 10. Congratulations. Again, slide will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. And after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and groups. Institute of Global Professionals. At the end moment of our session, we can say properly treat your video skills. Never stop learning cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. What we want you. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, against once to thank to all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participations and always see you in the next session. Thank you. Thank you for thank you everyone for staying with us. Your participation is very important for us. Thank you everyone.